Hey, you folks, I'm Alan. If you know me, welcome back. If you don't, settle in. I'm a little under the weather, so you'll have to pardon my voice, and I'm a little slower than I'd like to be, but I wanted to kind of get this out. So Andy and I are back from our little trip. We went out for the weekend, and I had mentioned before how Filipinos they take birthdays pretty seriously, and oh boy, like even knowing that, getting to experience one is still an adjustment for me. I guess is the way to put it. We were up in the Bukidnon province in here in the Philippines. It's northern Mindanao, and it's up in the mountains in elevation. At elevation, I think Bukid means mountain in Visaya. I could be completely wrong there, but man, what a time! If you're thinking about coming out here, like getting up into the mountains in the Philippines is like really cool. It's really, really cool. And the folks out there are just, again, just so damn welcoming. So, that said, there are some things to consider. Bring your own water. If you're like me, bring your own Pepto tablets and toilet paper for just in case. Um, Water's harder to come by. Well, okay, processed water is harder to come by up there just because you're up in the mountains. And by processed water, I mean that it's harder. There are a lot of places around here, like I think there are four near me, where they'll take the water and then run it through a sanitizing cycle so that it becomes potable. Those facilities are less frequent up in the mountains, for better or for worse. Now, because you're upstream, the water up that way tends to be cleaner. That's true. But if you are a foreigner and you don't have the gut biome to be dealing with the water, maybe just bring your own just in case. Just a word to the wise. Um, Man, it was loud. Like, I've been to a few birthday parties in the States, but Philippine birthday parties are just, they are their own creature, man. Just a lot of loud laughter and people and food and swimming. Um, it was a little surreal. Like they had like a whole pig that her Andy's grandfather had grown. He just raised up there, and boy, they slaughtered it, cut it open, cleaned it all out, filled it full of things like lemongrass and other seasonings, sewed it back up, and then mounted it on this great big metal spit and put it over a pit. And then you had like these three guys, and they just took turns rotating that spit, man. Like that was their job all day till it was done. I had never seen someone baste meat using Coca Cola before, but I'll be a goddamn, that's what they did. I tell you what, they call it baboy. That's the pig. It was good. It was that they call it lechon baboy. That was real good. Uh, and like other things like that, where it was that way with other things there too. Like we had some chicken. Cool, man. Like we're literally, it wasn't a ranch, but you had animals, chickens, pigs, so on. So like there was a lady with a couple of kids, and she sent these kids just pelting after this chicken until they weren't going to catch it, but they didn't need to. She just needed them to run around for a bit to burn off their energy, and then they eventually chased that chicken right to her, and she just zip, you know, killed it, cleaned it, plucked it, just all right there, man, and barbecued up some chicken. And we also had everybody was super. They're super curious about me and tilapia. They were like, "Are you like? Do you like ista? Ista is fish." I'm like, "Yeah, I like ista." I'm like, "You like tilapia?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll do tilapia right now." They're like, "Come check this out." I'm like, "All right, what's gonna happen here, right? I think we're gonna go down to a wet market, get some fish or something." No, no, friends. There was a pond They're on this piece of land. Her grandfather, he's on roughly 4 hectares, which is roughly 10 acres. So there's just this little pond about the size of a, I'd call it a large kiddie pool, but in the ground is about a foot, maybe a foot and a half deep. Bunch of tilapia in it. And so he just went over and he started digging out this trench. He already had the trench dug out, but he had it blocked up, right? So he dug that out a little bit, let the water out, and then he just had a dude on the side with a pole and a net, just scooping up tilapia and just picking out the ones they wanted. And it's too small, they just throw it back into the little pond. And once they got enough of them, he clogged it back up. And I'll be damned, there was an above ground pond just up elevation from the base pond. And he had our little trench, and he just opened that up and filled the water back in. And that upper pond also had tilapia in it that were growing, that he was raising up. And that's where all of our food came from, man. Like farm to table right there. And it was delicious. Like I ate so much that I went from being hungry and miserable to full and miserable. Like, it was just fantastic. Like bananas up there, all growing there, all fresh. Andy and one of her cousins, AJ, went and got some coconut right there off the tree. Just got to drink coconut juice. Cool, man. Like I struggled with it a little bit because there's no straw, so I'm having to drink it without making a great big mess because they just used a machete, or they call it a sangot, which looks kind of like a kukri knife and a machete all in one. But that was fantastic. There's just sugar cane they're just picking right out of the ground, and clean it and shaving it up, and just handing it out. And you just chew on it. You don't eat it. You just chew on it and suck on it because it's got all that sugar in it. But you're not supposed to eat the whole thing. And cacao. So they have these. They bring out these cacao and they crack it open, and you just suck. You just suck on the seeds and spit them out. That was real tasty. Not sweet. Like it's like trying to describe what alligator tastes like. Like it doesn't taste like fish or snake or chicken. It tastes like alligator. And same thing with cacao. It doesn't taste like something else. It just tastes like cacao. Amazing. Just an amazing experience. If you've never been out to the provinces, you're in for a treat. The things that it's funny, the things that catch me off guard seem like the silliest things in retrospect. But there's just like loose wandering animals. Like we drove 6 hours north, and that was that was a long ride. But the closer you get up into the provinces, like you'll just see horses. Sometimes people are riding them. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're staked out. Sometimes they're not. And you'll see, they call them carabao. And the first time I heard this, I thought I misheard. I'm like, you mean caribou? They're like, no, carabao. I'm like, what's that? And it's a damn water buffalo. They have these, it's a swamp water buffalo. And they mostly use them for labor up here. They'll use them for meat and for milk. But mostly it's a beast of burden. And they're everywhere up here, man. Like it really caught me off guard. And like when we got up to her grandfather's place, there's this huge tract of land that's probably looked the same way it looks now, like 400 years ago, and just growing rice out of it, and just gorgeous landscape. And there's just this carabao just minding his business, just chewing on some grass on the side of the road. Not roped to anything. He's just hanging out. You know, if he kind of wanders into the road, people just go around him. And that's just normal up there. And it just kept catching me off guard, man. What an amazing time. Just, you get up high enough here and you start getting these low-hanging clouds. And it's like something out of a fantasy movie. Like, it's just... like words and pictures don't do it justice up there. If you've never been up into the mountain provinces in the Philippines, like I really, really recommend it. There is just a beauty to it that defies description. There are also some big bugs. Now, I've heard there's supposed to be spiders here in the Philippines that are like the size of a man's hand. I haven't seen those yet. I'm keeping an eye out, but most of the ones I see are like they're really gamay, they're really tiny, and they're real fast. Mostly so the lizards don't eat them. But up there, up there in Bukidnon, I think the biggest spider I saw was probably like I'm a big dude, and it was probably the size of the end of my thumb, like with the legs out. Like it looked like a wolf spider. Like, well, I don't know if other people call them wolf spiders. I see them everywhere in California and in Northern California and spots in Oregon. And they basically just eat other spiders, little cannibals. But this looked kind of like a wolf spider. And it caught me off guard a little bit. The other thing is the ants. Folks who've been up in the mountains, looking at you, my fellow mountain jacks, you know mountain ants don't screw around. And that is the case in the Philippines. These things also, they're probably about as big as the end of my pinky finger here. And they have a word for these ants. They call them hantik. They are every bit as bad as you think they are. I haven't been bitten by one yet, and I know that because I asked Andy about it, because bugs here like me, you know. I said, have I been bitten by hantik, Andy? She's like, you would know. And then she got kind of this mischievous look on her face. She's like, maybe we should go out and find some hantik and see you can get bit, and then you'll know. I'm like, I don't think I want that. And then she described it to me, and apparently whatever part of you gets bit, just go ahead and sit down, because apparently it feels like that part of your body is being electrocuted. And you can go ahead and decide to scream. Like that's a thing you can do. It doesn't change anything really. And mostly, according to Andy, it just makes you, wherever you were bit, it makes you, the pain's bad enough that it makes you want to cut that piece off of you and throw it away as far as you can. That sounds awful. So I've never had that experience. So I have really high confidence I haven't been bitten by hantik. At least not yet. I'm sure that's just a matter of time given my luck. Up in the provinces, buddy, brothers, sisters, and NBs, there is hantik. And those bugs have no respect for human beings. So really, mind your manners with those insects, because they will do you. And life, I don't know. You get that. I think you get that really in any rural setting. Life really slows down. There was some Wi-Fi that was out there, but they have this thing set up here where you'll get one person who has a Starlink or some kind of satellite internet, and then they will rent it out to other people. So you'll see these little machines, and they call them like peso internet. And you got to put in like 5 pesos, and that gets you 2 hours of internet, basically. And it's all getting piped down through some nearby satellite dish. So you can get internet, and I mean, for 5 pesos for 2 hours, that's a nothing amount of money for foreigners. But that's it. You're not getting cell service out there. That is for sure not happening. So things really slow down, man. Like you really talk to other people as much as you can, even if you don't have the same language. I mean, right in the middle of all this food getting made, like a bunch of folks got up and they're like, "Hey, you want to go to the bridge? Go to the river?" And I'm like, "I'll go to the river. I'm not gonna get in the river, but I'll go to it." And they were like, "Okay, cool." We just got in some trucks. Man, I felt like I was a kid again, riding in the back of my dad's old. He had like a 77 Jimmy. It's an old sidestep. It really took me back. Just piled into the back of a truck, head out to a bridge, get down there into the creek, Well, it's not a creek; it's a big damn river. Somebody told me its name. I think it starts with a P, but I don't remember what it was. But just having a good time, just being around other folks and laughing and telling stories and trying to pick up more Visaya. I got lucky. There were a few people there who knew English. Um, uh, just what an amazing experience. Got back in time to have some food, and the day cooled off a little bit, and then packed everything up, headed back home. And I didn't even really come down with, like, a lot of times I'll come down with some crud, some party crud. Somebody will show up sick. Nah, I was just tired and sunburned, especially my feet. I got sunburned right through my sandals. But just a really good time. Recommend it to anybody, even even though you have to brave the terrors of Hantik. And that was the weekend. Now on to the week. And it's already almost over for me. It's Thursday out here. Thursday, April 30, 2026, Davao, Philippines. Anywho, let me know your thoughts. Have you been out to the province? Are you interested in it? Or do you have any worries? You know, what are your thoughts? Have you been out here to the Philippines? Have you mostly, what islands have you been to? Because I've only been to Mindanao. So drop a comment. I hear it strongly suggested I say drop a like and subscribe, but I don't care, man. I'm just recording my life and posting it out there for the folks who are interested. And it kind of helps me sound this out because I know that in 5, 10, 15 years, I'm going to look back at these videos and cringe a little bit and think, what a crazy time that was. Anywho, as always, take care, be good to yourselves, and stay safe out there, folks. Till next time.